obviously we just had a bomb drop about The Sims. Stuff packs are back! Woo! I was loud, I'm very sorry. I'm just super excited because it's been, what, 2 years? Literally. Nearly 3. Since a stuff pack come out, and that last one was great. Paranormal pack. Love it. Use all of the stuff all the time because it's super pretty. So, yeah, anyone else super excited? Because I am. I literally, I can't wait. I think I'm definitely going to get this stuff pack. I haven't been that excited about the new stuff coming out. Like, it got growing together, mainly because of the family gameplay aspect. As we all know, though, that came out with a lot of bugs, and it took a while to be properly playable without any weird visual glitches. Like the teeth.
What is that?
I think we need to talk about the fact that they have done a massive green flag by making the giant cupcake machine obsolete. And the fact that it's going to be a base game update. Whoo! Whoo! Fantastic news. Love it. Love everything about it. It's all very exciting, and I'm not gonna lie, I've got a lot of my information from just scrolling on Twitter because I follow so many fellow simmers and sim gurus and blah 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 blah. But I actually watched the Behind the Sims video through Little Simsy's video where she was talking about it, which I don't usually do. I usually get all of my news about Sims, well, actually news in general, from Twitter. A lot of you probably do too, and then you go onto YouTube to find other people talking about it just to see what their opinion is and, you know, dissect her a little bit more. And I've been scrolling through Twitter, and there's a few people that are trying to dissect what the new expansion pack is going to be. So a lot of people have speculated that maybe it might be a real estate pack, which I would absolutely love. I love anything to do with stuff like that. And, you know, I constantly renovate stuff, so that would be amazing. It's a bit like a mixture of... do you know what? It would be the perfect combination with Dream Home Decorator. Because you could, like, merge the two. Because you go in, you redecorate, and then you can sell her on. I mean, that's like... I'd love it. And also, if they brought apartments into it, that would be 10 out of 10. We need apartments because the ones that we have, And you know, you've got that added thing of being a landlord with the real estate pack, maybe. Like, obviously, it's all speculation. I mean, we don't know what they're going to come out with. But usually, when Twitter predicts something about the Sims expansions packs, that is exactly what they are. Anyway, getting back to the point at hand, we're going to talk about the stuff pack. Okay. So, as you can see, the first thing that happens when I load up Twitter... The Sims! So, we might also, like, have a look at the trailer and pop that into this video. That might be a good idea. Remember that, editing me? I remembered. I love the fact that there's a stall, because that's freaking amazing. Because at the moment, I think I've got realistic cooking installed, and a new option that comes up once you've made like an excellent dish, because I usually make all of my Sims be like top in cooking, so there's no fires. In the mod, I don't know if it is part of the mod, but I've only seen it since having the mod. It comes up as an option to sell, but it's like sell to the town or something like that, and you earn money from it. So the fact that this is going to be in that stuff pack is pretty cool. See, they even, by there, who's excited for some new stuff? Stuff is in capital letters. No, literally, no one saw stuff packs coming as far as I'm aware. Usually we decipher shit like that, but apparently not. Yeah, see, I keep seeing people say apartments for the new pack, and I don't know. Maybe it's just because of where I live, but I don't associate neighbourly with apartments usually. I'd not be mad to be wrong though. And you know what? I think a lot of people are on that same boat because there's so many people that want apartments, and the thought of it being also landlordy, that'd be cool. I mean, you could build as many apartments as you like, and maybe that means that the limit would also go up to how many floors you can do, because at the moment it's only 4, if I remember correctly. So you can only do up 4. So even if you're trying to make like a fake apartment building or a fake hotel, you can only do so many floors, and it just doesn't look as realistic, which I know you're playing The Sims, you really need it to be realistic, but a lot of people do, and personally I would also prefer it to look a little more realistic because it helps me with my gameplay. Like, I don't really do a great deal of gameplay, but when I do, see if what everyone else says. Pretty much convinced it's landlord related and the land grab law was a hint. Yeah, I completely agree, because they used to shout about that in the previous Sims games, even the spin-offs. There was land grabs in them, and they were like, what was his name? Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Why is Hayden Christensen trending? Sorry, I got very distracted. So a few days after I recorded this, me and my partner were scrolling on Twitter, and we realised it's because Hayden Christensen, I can never say his last name properly, is in the new Star Wars series. It all makes sense now. Oh, yeah, okay. Another simmer suggested new social interactions or some kind of social aspect. And that totally makes sense, yeah. I agree. Yeah, see, there's pasta and stuff. Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Getting a world based on Italy, that'd be nice. Can you imagine the views? Oh my god, I bet it's going to be so nice to build in. Don't get ahead of yourself, Em. Let's make this a thing. We want it to be Italian themed, we want landlords, we want apartments, and we want new social interactions. The social interactions, though, should also be part of the base game update, because it's one of those things, and it was like where the paranormal stuff pack came out, and it the Sims teams actually put the scared buff or emotion, in the base game as well, because it was an emotion, you know, so it'd be the same as social interactions, in my opinion. Especially if it's like greeting your neighbors and stuff, because you always have a welcome party, no matter if you've got anything installed other than the base game. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think the social interaction side of it, if that is the case, should be also part of base game. Same as how they're making the cupcakes bake in the oven instead of that giant stupid monstrosity. I feel like a lot of people had this issue with it, which is why there's always been so many complaints about it. Anyway. Oh, wow. I'm very excited. I feel like everyone is, actually. Let's see what everyone says. Yep. That was literally me. I saw Little Simsy's video was uploaded, and I saw new stuff pack, and I was like, what? Stuff pack? What? Then I started watching, and her reaction was also fantastic. It was very similar to this. I was literally sat there like, and she was sat there like, oh. I felt very close to her in that moment of time. I know that we've had a kitchen pack before, and I get that, but this is more, in my opinion, the actual like food side of it instead of build stuff. Because cool kitchen stuff, I do like it, right? And I like a lot of the stuff that comes with it, but I barely use the ice cream machine. I use the popcorn machine more, but I still don't use it that much. And I mean, it's not obsolete. Don't get me wrong, it's still a good pack. And a lot of the stuff that come with it, I use it all the time. Like the counters, for instance, I use them constantly. I use the sink constantly, and that's in the kitchen and the bathrooms. And I'm sure did it come with the fridge? I feel like it did. I'm sure I always use the fridge as well. The cooker I do use, not as much. But the hood I can't because I use so many like upper cabinets in my builds. It always just doesn't fit. It's too big. So they were actually pretty, like, especially, I know I keep going back to it, but especially Paranormal Pack. It was the best stuff pack. Because it should have been a game pack, because it actually came with gameplay, features and stuff. It was amazing, the amount of stuff that they had put into that, and I'm thinking maybe it's because they knew that it was going to be their last one for a while. So they literally stuffed it with as much stuff as they could. And it wasn't broken. It wasn't broken. Like, I don't even know what that means anymore, because everything seems to come out broken lately. I've seen a few people complain about the Horse Ranch expansion as well. They're having a lot of trouble.
Bruh.
I wouldn't know. I haven't got Horse Ranch yet. I do plan on getting it, but I'm gonna kind of ease off a little bit. They should take the blueprint that they had of Paranormal Pack and use that, because everyone was not only pleasantly surprised but extremely grateful and enthusiastic about The Sims for a while after that. I know I was. I mean, I bought it, like, I think it was like a month. Yeah, literally dead on a month after it came out, and I remember saying to my partner, oh my god, this is amazing. The fact that this is a stuff pack is truly bizarre. It should have been a game pack. Not that it matters, we still got it either way, and it was still really great. I think if they use that as a blueprint, they're going to be golden if they've done that for this, because I feel like this is going to be another gameplay element to it, which, that's just speculation, but because of the fact that it's a stuff pack and they have the in-between of the kits where you are literally just getting items, and again, Paranormal Pack, which was a stuff pack, they have to kind of find the happy medium that works, which would be taking the elements of obviously getting items and you're getting stuff, which is why it's called a stuff pack, but you're also going to get an element of gameplay. And I think that's why it's going to be better than the Cool Kitchen pack, personally. My opinion. You're entitled to your own opinion, but that is my opinion, and I'm right, so. We're still going to have more kits, guys. Just because stuff packs are returning doesn't mean kits are going away. They're not going to. They make too much money off them because everyone does buy them, as much as they say they hate the kits. That is just the truth. Let's be fair. Because if they were going to go away, they wouldn't have just released 2 new ones. They would have waited, announced the stuff pack, and then got a load of stuff packs in the mix. But because the fact they've not long released 2 kits, I'm not convinced that they go in. I'm convinced they're here to stay. And people are going to keep buying them, and that's myself included. If there is a good kit that comes out, I will probably buy it, because I like new items to build with, especially when they're super pretty, or they're super, what's the word I'm looking for? Not dirty, but distressed. Especially like wood stuff, like side tables and coffee tables and stuff. I just think it's a really nice look, and especially if you're trying to do you need a lot of imagination, I think, to do storylines in The Sims. I do, but it's not that much of an imagination, because it is literally have a family, get married, get a great job, get to the top of your career, blah, blah, blah. What you would do in real life. So the idea of having like a kit with distressed items, so you could, if you were able to upgrade them so they look less and less distressed as you upgrade them, That'd be really cool if you were doing like renovation stuff, because then you wouldn't have to go out your way to change the whole furniture if you like the look of it. You just have to upgrade it so you get a new paint job and blah blah blah. But you still have the same shape, you know. Maybe even the same color, just not as old looking. That'd be cool. So we need to actually look at the stuff pack. So looking at the actual concepts and stuff, I'm super excited. Like, look at that. Those counters look really nice, and that's in game. I'm loving this. The dish rack over the sink. I don't know if it's the same in different countries, but in Wales, where I live in the UK, our sinks are usually one that's the actual sink, and then they have a part that's connected to it that is just metal or porcelain, wherever your sink is made of, and it is literally just like a tray kind of thing. It's a drip tray basically, and that's where you put your dish rack so that your dishes can dry, and it's usually next to the initial sink. So I would have personally done something like that, because obviously we already have a dish rack or two technically in the game with add-ons, but the main one that I use is from Parenthood. It's from Parenthood, and that's a realistic one because a lot of people have that exact one in their homes, and the fact that you can't put it on a draining part of a sink, it just makes it not realistic. And as I say, realism is what a lot of people like in their game. However, this is also a nice little touch, because that is a fridge, even though it's a cupboard. That is cool, and a lot of people also have that. What I'm seeing as well, that's a new dishwasher. That's definitely a new cooker and oven, and I love that because it looks like the top of it is built in. It's not. You can see there's a separate thing right by there, but they've made it look like it's the same as the ones from Dream Home Decorator, where it's separate. And that annoys me because you can't put the top on top of the bottom. Why? That's how people have it in real life. I don't understand. Obviously, we got the waffle maker, which is cool. I've seen people complaining about this as well, because they're like, I've never had a heart-shaped one, so I want square and circle. Just be happy we have a waffle maker. What's the problem? I don't understand why people have got to take every little thing and complain about it. We're getting cool stuff. I mean, look at it. It looks really... The food actually looks really nice, in my opinion. I'd eat that. Like, I genuinely would. I'm hungry right now, I think. But this, you can have different things on top. I just think it's great. Like, the chicken even looks really good. The egg looks fab. I feel like what they did was take the egg rug and just size it down. But that looks good too. You know what I mean? It baffles me that people will find anything to complain about when they given new stuff in the game. And people were also complaining about the fact that the cupcake in the oven is a base game thing now. Why? Everyone's been complaining for years about the size of the bloody cupcake machine. I don't understand why you would instantly go, oh, well, that's not okay. That's not good. I mean, shh. Everyone else is happy about it. Do you really have to rain on their parade? Does it matter? It's a game, guys. Come on. It's not that deep. So then obviously it goes on to talk about the base game things that they're bringing in. And this is pretty cool because I always found it hard to try and find the meals that I wanted to cook, because there was just so many, especially when your sim gets up to like the top level of cooking. Let's do this. I gotta make sure my volume is okay. Let's watch this trailer and then we can go through everything we see afterwards. And the other side. They look cool. Oh, that tile is really pretty. Some collector items as well. Oh my god! So we have stand mixer. Is that a picture of it? Oh! Oh my god! She still can't cook though. So that's an integration for the cupcakes then, having a little stand mixer. Oh, she's getting better at cooking. Oh, literally, it just looks so good. I'm so excited. That stove could look really nice too. Oh, look at all the clutter. Okay. I am super excited. So let's just go back to this. This tile is so pretty. And I'm loving that they're starting to do a lot more of the half and half with the tiled walls. I think it just looks a lot sleeker. Because a lot of people don't like doing tile all the way up the wall. I don't, personally. Oh. Little part up here. That to me looks like it's got lights underneath it. Oh. Okay. Okay, so this is new, which is cool. We've been having like custom content of that for years, but the fact that it's now going to be in-game. Nice. Yeah, you can't really see it by here. We'll talk about the hood when it gets to the end, because obviously it shows all of the parts. This, I'm assuming that you'd be able to put like something in, because they've started doing that with things where they're allowing slots to be in different places. So maybe you could put like nectar balls, you know, if you have horse ranch, which I don't. Oh, I just think it looks great. There's a new dishwasher too. That sink is great. It looks massive, but it looks nice. Oh, I'm so excited. The fact that we got a different spice rack as well, which looks nice. Because I always constantly use the one that you put on the wall, but this would be nice to put in like a corner. Because usually I fill mine with either like the fruit bowl or the bread bin from Parenthood, because I love that. Next, we need a toaster. Oh, is this like a hanging one? Oh my god. That'll be like, you know, where you can get the pots that hang from the ceiling. I think that's going to be very similar to that, to be honest. And obviously we have the waffle maker. I love all of this being by the side of it. It shows that you're making different types. And I'm wondering if maybe when you're doing the salmon ones, there's a different... I'm going to stop you right there. No, it's a collector piece. Shut up. I can't believe there's a pizza oven. Like, literally, that's blown my mind. I don't care what anyone says. I am super excited for this pack. It's going to be great. So this is the hood I was talking about. Personally, I think that's a very nice oven hood. Not many of the hoods that I like in the game. So this one, 10 out of 10. Oh, the sink actually comes as a cabinet. We have a few of those, don't we? Like, what if you want to use a different cabinet, but you still want to use that sink? That's the only problem I have with stuff like that. Yeah, see, that's a hanging thing for the ceiling. Now that's cool. I'm getting so many build ideas already. I'm just so excited. I can't wait. So we've only got to wait 14 days. That seems like a long time. But again, it's going to be... I personally think it's going to be really good. It's the revival of stuff packs, which we all thought had gone away because we haven't had one for 2 years because of the kits coming out at a rapid pace. It seems like the kits literally get announced and then they are out straight away. It's mad. And that makes sense because obviously the kits don't have much in and they're usually not to do with gameplay, so it is literally cosmetic things. So I kind of get it, but at the same time, I don't feel like we have enough time to process what the actual packs are. So I feel like they've shown the trailer at the right time and announced it on the Behind the Sims at the right time, because it's like 2 weeks you've got to wait, so you've got 2 weeks to like maybe come up with storylines and how you want to use it and blah blah blah. You know, like as I said, I've already got build ideas in mind and I'm so excited. I can't wait. So I think overall 10 out of 10. I'm so glad that stuff packs are back. Oh, it's gonna be great.